Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy.
Coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Their own 20-yard line.
On the ready.
On first down, it's Rodgers. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. 2nd and 6. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And 2 stop. 6-3. 2-18. Chop.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Mike 10, Mike 10. I'm here all day.
Hey, Charlie. Five.
On play action, they'll throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Hey.
Kill.
Yep. Hey, Alpha.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. It's the fullback. 52 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready. No, check his Mike. Wild Bill.
On 1st and 10, Love. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready. 80 weapon. 80 weapon. Hey, watch it. Watch it. Check. Crunch. 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 Check 31. Check 31.
They'll run on first down. Evans, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the Steelers' 45-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 18. Gator. Can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
66. Bullets. And go.
Looking to throw. Love. And he will find his man on the outside. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Check his mic. Ready, set, go.
On first down, it's Boyd. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check pass. Box track. Ready, five, Mike. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Watch safety creep. Go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And the Steelers first down.
Let's go. 8 lead.
54.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet snap.
And now a carry here for their fullback. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Set.
The tackle made just shy of midfield.
Recon. 132 fighter.
It's 2nd and 8.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll set up to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Steelers.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Patriots nothing.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Touchdown, defense. Switch.
They'll run on first down. Rodgers. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 38-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
General West.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. The kicker here, it's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Who draw Porker?
Whip. Watch the whip.
Hey, box truck.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And 6.
On the dump. 155. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't Topper. You don't want it. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch twist. Ready, go.
From the gun, Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
We can't be stuck.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Mike 51, Mike. Anyway, I'm coming after you, please. Check three. Check out.
And now a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Black. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Back to throw. Love. Over the middle, complete. It's Black. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 53 yards as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the ground, Rodgers. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Second and 3. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check point, General. West. Ready, go. 99. Check 99.
They'll try the left side. It's Evans. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop. Because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
And he's got his man on the out route.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down.
Race don't travel. Race don't travel. Check 9. Set, go.
Looking to throw. Love. And he will find his man on the outside. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Ready. Let's go.
On first down, it's Boyd. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Okay, break. No, check. He's right. So don't say nothing.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Patriots have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly to fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Pulled in at the 24. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
At the 44-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Second and 4. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared.
H3-2-8T. Chopper.
They'll keep it on the ground. Boy. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Down. 90. Wolf.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
On 3rd down, it's Evans. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will get the lead up to 14. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Or just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 2nd down now, it's Rodgers. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Another carry now for Rodgers. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll drop to throw. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Back to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Hey, Haywood. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Right there. 54. Right there. 55.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 30, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. The Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now back to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Looking to throw. Going for the deep ball. And this is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Shoot.
They run it with James. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll keep it on the ground. It's James down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Boyd. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Come on, set. 18 games. Wahoo!
He'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl.